I am the resurrection. I am the life. Though he that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. I am the resurrection. See, and then in John 10 and 17, he said, no man takes my life. I lay it down of myself. I have the power to take it up again. This commandment have I received of my Father. No man is able to take his life. I mean, the Bible teaches us that he could have called 12 legions of angels to come down and deliver him from the cross if that would have been the will of God, but it was not. It was God's will. It behoved him. It was necessary for him to suffer and die on Calvary's cross and to raise the third and appointed morning. And so the reason for the victory over the grave is because we're serving a true and a living God today. He's not dead. He's still alive. And one of these days there's going to be a resurrection of the dead. The Bible said the dead in Christ shall rise first. And we which are alive and remain shall be changed in a moment, in a twinkling of an eye. And we shall be called up to meet the Lord. And so shall we ever be with the Lord. I said the dead in Christ are going to rise first. Why? Because Jesus has the power to raise us from the dead. He's got that power. And what's the importance of this victory? What does it prove? This victory that Jesus did, what does it prove? It proves what Jesus said, that he would. He said he would raise again, and he did this. It proves that he was truthful. He proved that he was true. They didn't want, Peter and them didn't want to hear it. When Jesus talked about raising from the dead, they didn't want to hear it. No. Let that be far from you, they said. We don't want to hear about you dying and raising, because they had doubt, no doubt. They had doubt that he could raise from the dead. But this proved that Jesus was truthful. He told them there, he said, destroy this temple, and in 3 days I'll raise it again. Yeah. And some of them thought, well, he's talking about that temple there that was in Jerusalem. But he was talking about his body. He said, you can destroy it, you can kill it, do what you want to, but in 3 days, he said, I'm going to raise it from again. Raise it again. They thought he was a fool. No doubt. And yeah, and so this is the importance of the victory. Proved that Jesus was true. It proved the deity of Christ. Paul wrote of Jesus in Romans 1 and 4. He said he who was declared to be the Son of God with power according to the Spirit of holiness by the resurrection from the dead. Yeah. He was declared to be the Son of God. I mean, this was, nobody could accomplish the work that Christ accomplished. Amen. Nobody could did what he did. He laid down his life and he took it up again. That's right. And then the question is, do you want this victory over death? You know, if you're out there, these people tonight, they're on death row. Yeah. You know, they're on death row. Now, I'm not talking about people in prison. I'm talking about all that's lost. They're on death row. Right. The Bible said in Romans 6 and 23, he said, the wages of sin is death. You know what that means? It means it's eternal separation from God. They're on death row. And if you go to hell, there's no getting out. According to my Bible, I can't find nowhere in there that anybody's going to get out of hell except to stand before the judgment. And then the Bible said they'll be cast into the lake of fire. You read Revelations, the 20th chapter and 11th verse down through there, you'll find out that everybody's going to stand before the judgment seat of Christ. Then they're going to be those that names not written in the Lamb's book of life. The Bible said they'll be cast into a lake of fire, and where it's not going to end. But you can have the victory over death. Jesus said, "I am the resurrection," in John 11 and 25, "and the life. He who believes in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live." Yeah. And whoever lives and believes in me shall never die. Whoever lives and believes in me shall never die. I mean, he can say that because he lives. You know why? That's why he can say that. If you believe in him, if you put your faith, you put your trust, you put your hope, you put your life into his hand, even though you're dead, he said, he that believeth me shall never die. Oh, we're going to lay down this old body. You see, this old body is sin. The Bible said it's going back to the dust from which it came. It's sin. It can't, flesh and blood cannot enter into the kingdom of God. That's the way God fixed it. You know, why would we want to take these old miserable bodies that are growing old and feeble, having back trouble, having all kinds of sickness, and why would we want to carry these with us? Huh? Think about it. Why would we want to carry these old miserable bodies? I mean, the older I get, the more feeble I get. I can tell it. I don't like to admit it, but the truth's the truth. But why would we want to keep them forever? I'd like to have a good body where I won't be sick no more and where I can run 10 miles without getting tired. When you